When you're applying to MS programs in the US, how important are IELTS or TOEFL scores? In this video, let's take a look at that. So the first thing you need to understand is that only international students are required to give the TOEFL or IELTS. And again, not all international students are required to give this exam, but only those who come from a non-English speaking country. Now, India is classified as a non-English speaking country by most US universities. So, students from India are required to give the TOEFL or IELTS exam. And hence, TOEFL or IELTS scores are used by universities only as a qualifier. And by qualifier, what I mean is that the TOEFL or IELTS score is not really considered while making an admission decision. Every university defines a minimum TOEFL or IELTS score that is required from each applicant. Some universities also mention section-wise cutoff. And as long as the student has the minimum required TOEFL or IELTS scores, that is all that is required from the applicant. Say, for example, the university has defined their minimum TOEFL requirement as, say, 81 or an IELTS requirement of 6.5. Now, as long as your scores are above these minimum cutoff, that is all that matters. Now, most universities, and I again use the word most and not all, most universities do not give any special preference to students who have a high TOEFL score. As long as you have the minimum score, that is all that matters. The rest of the application components like your GPA, GRE scores, LORs and SOP and all are the ones that are going to be used to make an admission decision. So although TOEFL or IELTS scores are really not that important, of late over the past 2-3 years, what I have observed is that some of the top ranked universities have started giving a lot more importance to the TOEFL and IELTS scores as well. Although the university websites of these universities say that the minimum requirement of TOEFL or IELTS are only say 81 or say 6.5 on the IELTS, if you see the profiles of students who have been admitted to those universities, most of them have TOEFL scores of at least 95 plus or an IELTS score of 7.5. So if you haven't yet given the TOEFL or IELTS, try to put in your best and get the highest possible score that you can. A score above 100 on the TOEFL is definitely considered to be a very good score, and a 7.5 on the IELTS is what is again a very high score. So try to aim for these. You should at least be aiming for say a 91 on the TOEFL or a 7 on the IELTS. And the minimum required by most universities is a 6.5 on the IELTS and a 79 on the TOEFL. But if your scores are below 79 on the TOEFL or below 6.5 on the IELTS, there are very few universities that you can apply to. So put in the best efforts on your TOEFL and IELTS exams as well. And I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you.